Scissor me timbers and hold on to your ripsticks because we have a major rumpage alert. Guys, it is munch and crunch time, and the last time we saw this on the chart, Bitcoin actually initiated a short-term reversal. So what can we expect for Bitcoin over the next few days? We're going to be looking at specific targets and levels to watch for in these charts, and most interestingly, what I expect altcoins to do over the next few days. And as well, massive billionaire mommy Cathie Wood coming out with extremely interesting price predictions for Bitcoin. More big money billionaires ready to jump into Bitcoin, very large altcoin news you do not want to miss in 2021, and some breaking news from the big dunkers upstairs who butter our biscuits. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Deborah Dipstick, son of professional trader Richard Ripstick, and I'm here to put the squirt back in alert. Because we have a lot to be jumping into today in the cryptocurrency space, specifically with Bitcoin, but some other very critical altcoins as well, and some absolutely crucial things happening. And we're going to be discussing what I think is going to be happening over the next few days with Bitcoin's price specifically, and what does that mean for altcoins? So guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, make sure to subscribe, and if you're an absolute savage as well, make sure to turn on those post notifications so you get these absolutely groundbreaking, time-sensitive alerts immediately when we post them. And without any further ado, let's dump in. Wow, so I want to bring your attention first to the DXY, which actually had a little bit of a battle below the 50-day moving average early today. You see it actually dipping pretty significantly, and this is day 4 of absolute dumpage for the DXY. Guys, as I've been saying, I personally expect this trajectory over the long term, looking 3 to 6 plus months in the future, to be to the downside. However, I do think there is a case to be made that in the short term, it could rise. Now, with that being said, Bitcoin actually has had a little bit of a pullback today. If we go to this daily chart, you can see clearly Bitcoin has had a decent drop, right? Roughly 7-8%, which is actually $4,000 almost at this point for Bitcoin's price. Interestingly, yesterday, what we did was put in a spinning top candle, and the last time we had one of these candles was actually back here as we were kind of exiting this downtrend. To me, it marked the absolute end of this downtrend, and from this spinning top, we went from about 33,000 US dollars straight up to about 48,000 over about a week and a half period. Spinning top candles usually just indicate a little bit of indecision, and you see them sometimes at the end of trends before they kind of reverse to other trends. And on this 1 hour chart, we actually have breached the 21 and 50 hourlies on this short-term chart. So that's one thing we have to note. And I do think it is likely that we could continue this downtrend for Bitcoin a little bit, right? We just had a massive move to the upside over the last few days. Ultimately, holding about $40,000 to $42,000, that key range there is absolutely critical for Bitcoin over the next week. And if we go to the 4 hour chart as well, you can see why we're holding exactly where we are. It's exactly where the 21 moving average of this 4 hour chart is. We've actually spent the last almost 12 hours riding right on this line, after breaking this key fib level, which we were maintaining for quite a large amount of time, about 48 hours here. After breaking below this, our next level of support was this moving average. So again, all very healthy, but for the short term, I think it would be better as well if Bitcoin did maybe not set new all-time highs for the next few days. So basically what I'm saying there is I personally think it's more likely that what we're going to see is Bitcoin not set new all-time highs over the next few days, but maybe see altcoins actually perform, and that's actually exactly what we're seeing so far. If we go to this coin market cap chart, you can see in the last 24 hours, there's actually a significant number of altcoins, both high and low market cap, that has some very, very big gains, even in the last 24 hours, right? Quantum up 45%, Cardano up 35%, Icon up 30%, the Graph 26%, and so on. So before we delve more into altcoin analysis, I wanted to point out this. ARK's Cathie Wood explains how Bitcoin could increase to 400,000 US dollars. According to ARK's big ideas for 2021, if all S&P 500 companies were to allocate 1% of their cash to Bitcoin, it could increase by to approximately 40,000 US dollars. And if those companies move 10% of their cash to Bitcoin, they could see it moving up to about $500,000 per Bitcoin. They've already been accurate so far. We've easily passed 40,000 US dollars just within the first few weeks of 2021. They state here, Bitcoin is only at roughly a $600 billion market cap, so even half the size of Apple or Amazon. Doesn't that put it into perspective? And yet it is a very big idea, a much bigger idea than Apple or Amazon. And that makes sense. We expect some of these altcoins in the future actually take up a large percent of the derivatives market cap, right? Not necessarily Bitcoin, but some other cryptos could soak up some of that derivatives value. And basically all that means is that there is a lot of room for cryptocurrency as a whole to absorb in the near future. And as well, we had Ned Siegel, the Twitter CFO, saying today on CNBC, Twitter is considering adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. As I'm sure you already know, Square, the sister company of Twitter, is already a Bitcoin investor. They put in about $50 million worth of USD into Bitcoin. And Deutsche Telekom, a Chainlink supporter, as well, has begun staking on blockchains. Guys, this is the beginning as I just mentioned, of DeFi, right? I think DeFi is going to continue to soak up a lot of value here. I think this is a very big sector, a very big opportunity that cryptocurrency and DeFi products more specifically are going to be able to really take control of, or at least take a portion of market cap from over the next few years. And this is more breaking news. MasterCard is planning to give merchants the option to receive payments in crypto later this year. The new initiative promises to upend the dynamic among the store owners and businesses who opt in. They will be able to conduct their businesses beyond the bounds of the fiat ecosystem, assuming, of course, their customers have crypto they're willing to spend, as Bitcoin holders are notorious for not wanting to spend their crypto because of how much value it can gain in a short amount of time. And all those horror stories of people spending thousands of Bitcoin on things that would now be worth, like tens of millions of dollars now if they only would have waited as Bitcoin increased in value. Well, so if Bitcoin's unable to hold roughly 44,000 where we've recently bottomed, you can see on the 4-hour chart, the next target I'm looking for is roughly right around 41.5. 41,500. Obviously, 40,000 is that even more big even number that obviously I think would play a pretty big role if we actually came down that far. And specifically on this daily chart, the big area that I'm really looking for is exactly 40,000, right? After we spent about a week trading right on this daily channel upper ascending line here, we had a massive blast off. And if we did come back to retest here, ideally what I'm looking for is exactly about $40,000 to hold. So nothing too complex, but overall Bitcoin's looking really strong right now. But another touch and another rebound off of this EMA ribbon right here of about 40,000 US dollars I think would be very healthy for Bitcoin's price. And you can see kind of just retesting this breakout zone, this area of previous strong resistance that we met originally the first week of January. If we came back here, this would be very bullish for Bitcoin, just holding this $40,000 level. And guys, this is something I expect to play out more, over the next week or two, which is just because for the first time in 3 years, the altcoin market cap has broken its all-time highs, just over the last week. So I don't think this is going to play out over the next 24 hours. I think that on these macro charts, it's going to take a few more days minimum for this to really pick up momentum. But what I expect here is altcoins in general to really start picking up a lot of momentum because of this. If we just zoom out here and go to this weekly chart, because of this weekly break that we did for the first time since back in January of 2018 for the entire altcoin market cap, everything except Bitcoin, so the entire altcoin market space, this is where things are going to get really explosive for altcoins. But keep in mind, I think this is going to play out over the next few weeks. Things are really going to pick up over the next few weeks. It might still continue to be slow for a few days here as we really just cement support. We've already backtested this multiple times in the last few days as we've been breaking through it. But ultimately, what this signals for me is the potential for a massive alt season within the next few weeks. And with that being said, guys, some of these top alts, right? Cardano is in the top 5. This bad boy is continuing to rally here. I think it's actually up. Let's take a look because we just got our daily candle close a few minutes ago. Yeah, up another 30% today. Absolutely wild. And a lot of these alts actually are picking up, not Chainlink or Ethereum at this moment, but we are seeing some top alts and some smaller alts gaining a lot of momentum. Very strong indications for the market. Well, so if you guys are new, make sure to hit that like, make sure to subscribe, turn on those post notifications. If anybody's interested in trading, make sure to use our deposit bonuses below on Femex and Bybit. Right now, up to an additional $600 deposit bonus on Femex when you use our link below. And we will be picking a winner for the giveaway as soon as I feel better. Still not feeling the best, but hopefully over the next few days, as soon as I can really just focus and be able to do that confidently, then we will be picking a winner, hopefully, before the weekend.